Okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Sec 4 Express um sort of video, okay, or more of a revising. So um firstly I'd like to welcome all of you all to 2025. Okay, it's been a great year so far. Okay, and for the Sec 4 Express, you should know that this is your graduating year, so it's quite important. Okay, and for O levels it's really not that hard. Yeah, it's really not that hard, so long as you practice. Okay, and the topic that we're covering today is the following one. Okay, sets and set notation. But before that, let me formally introduce myself. Okay, okay, so I think all of y'all should have seen this slide. Okay, sorry, that one, pardon. Okay, that one is not part of the thing. Okay, so hello to all of you. Okay, my name is JC. I'm currently a student in Bukit Panjang. Okay, I'm not gonna review what school I go to. If not, it's gonna be a dead giveaway. Okay, and I'm currently a secondary for SBB student with E-Maths, History, and SSS O levels. Okay, and I have some interest, so I like to fly on the 787-10 Dreamliner. I like to spot planes at Changi Airport, mainly the SIA, okay, our national carrier, and so on. Okay, I do have some likes. I like to travel and read news articles. Yeah, I like to read news articles. And I like history. Okay, the subject only. So I like to study about wars, um, world wars or just wars in general. Okay, and I some this side also. I don't like to be recognized in public. So if you all pop into me, please don't come out from nowhere and say hi. Okay, you make me look very weird. Okay, and I hate people who have a safety negligence. Okay, safety is number one priority as stated on the bottom right hand corner. Okay, I do pay attention to other people's safety and please pay attention to your own safety as well. Okay, a formally reminder is that please don't take your safety for granted. Okay, all right. So today we're going to begin the topic proper. Let me stop for this. Okay, and we will hop back into this. Okay. If you're wondering why I'm using two different screens, okay, don't ask. Okay, I have two laptops. Okay, so so let me do a bit of a class flow. So today we're going to do a bit of a recap, and then after that, we're just going to do a bit of practice. Okay, and then we're going to do some practices. Okay, so I'll be using a worksheet to kind of do this first, the practice one. Okay, so as I practice, I will go through the content with you about what is there to expect. So this is, you can call it like a trial lesson with me. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, JC is not my real name. Okay, I don't want to disclose my real name. Okay, let me see if I have the thing pulled up. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see this. Sorry, please hold on. Okay, I need to new share this. Okay, I think you can see this screen. All right. So today we're going to be touching a lot on sets. So if you don't know what is sets, okay, I'm going to run through briefly on what that is. So, as a set 4 student, you should know what is sets. Okay, because sets are very important. Okay, so firstly is that we're going to do set notation. So firstly is you must know this sign. If you see this sign, it is the universal set. But in exam, I will highly encourage not for y'all not to write this because it looks so complicated. Instead, okay, instead, I will advise you all to write this instead. Okay, so this is the universal set. This means is an element of, so if I say like for example 1A, okay, like that. So if it's like this, it means that 1 is an element of set A. Okay. If I put a slash here, what happens? It will be not an element. Okay. One is not an element of set A. Okay. So yeah, you please don't expect me to look in the camera for too long because I'm using a separate screen. Okay, so whatever working I do here, I'll just do here lah. Okay. So now you also need to know how to list the element. So a common exam question will be like list the element of what. Okay, um so for example, if you have A, this is how you write it. Okay, firstly, have a curly bracket. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for example. Okay, if it is 1 to 100, okay, please don't expect to write all the way to 100. Okay, it'll be too long. Instead, you can do this. Okay, 3 dots, 100. Then you close it. Okay, notice the bracket that I'm using. This is a curly bracket. Okay, curly bracket. So curly bracket is used when is used is used to write out sets. Okay, in set notation. Right. Next is NA means the number of elements. Okay, number of elements in set A. So if I say NA is 4, the number of element in set A is 4. Okay, A is that simple. Right. Next is equal set contain exactly the same. Sorry, please have a mistake here. Same number of elements. Okay, same number. Okay, same value. All right. So, for example, if you see that set A is 1, 3, 4, 5, B is 5, 3, 4, 1, although the order is switched around, you can see that 1, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 4, 1. This one has exactly 4 elements. Therefore, A and B are equal. All right. We will practice some of these equal sets, listing of elements in set notation and so on. All right. Next is the empty or null set is those containing no element. So you can see that A, for example, sorry, if, I don't want to make this confusing for you guys. A equal to like that and close it. So there's nothing here, right? Means this is a empty set. Okay, there's nothing there. Or you can write like that. Or A equals to O with a slash. O with a slash is basically a null set. Okay, there's no element present. Okay, think we are quite clear on this. Okay, if you have any question, okay, if you have any question, please ask me on Instagram. I'll link my Instagram in the description. You can ask me whatever questions you want. Okay, next. Okay, let's go to this work example over here. Okay, this one I will guide you all with it. Okay, so firstly, yeah, let me change the back. Okay, it says that A is the set of all positive integers less than 12. Okay, this one test um your inequality already. Do you include 12 or do you not include 12? Okay, it is less than means that you do not include. Sorry, include. Okay, this one is testing on your um inequality. Okay, so firstly, we are going to do A. List all the elements of A in set notation. So it will be A equals to curly bracket open. Okay, less than 12 and it's odd, positive. So it will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Do you include 13? No, because the question says less than 12. All right, next one, B1. B part 1, state whether each of the following statements is true or false. This is another question that most likely the O-level people, they like to test you, of Cambridge, which is it true or false? And explain why. Okay, sometimes they will ask you to explain why, sometimes they will only ask you to state true or false. Okay, so first, you have the first one is 5 is an element of set A. Is 5 an element of set A? Yes. So you write 5 is an element of A, true. Okay, or you can write in bracket. Okay, most likely I will write in bracket for this, true. Okay, next one, B part 2. 9 is not the element of set A, but do you see 9 in set A? Yes. So the answer will be false. Okay, because 9 is here. Right, got it? Okay, next will be B3. 0 is an element of set A. Is it true? No. So it will be false because do you see a 0 here? No, don't have. Okay, next one will be B part 4. 13 is not the element of A. But do you see 13 here? No. Okay, so the answer will be true. Okay, you do not see 13 here. So this one is more of logical sense. So let me give you a tip over here. Okay, after listing, use the info provided to answer the next question. Okay, this is a small tip. Okay, if you want, you can jot this down on some paper. Okay, okay. All right. There's no question so far. So, if you want to try this on your own, please pause the video. Okay, I will probably give you about 20 seconds to pause, or maybe 5 seconds. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through this one over here. 1.1. Practice now 1. X is a set of all perfect cubes bigger than 1 and less than 60. So bigger than 1 and lesser than 60. That means you do not include oops, 1 and 60. Okay, because this one is your inequality cube. Firstly, they ask you 16 is an element of X. Okay, so is 16 an element of X? Think about it, it's perfect cube. So 1 cube is 1. 2 cube is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 3 cube, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So the answer is no. Okay, why? Okay, it says you have to write this. X is set X, sorry. Yeah. Set X is for all perfect cubes. Yeah, so this is how you write if they say it is a reason. Okay, if this is a reason. Okay, next. List all the elements of X in set notation. So again, curly bracket open, 1, okay, 1 cube is 1, 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1, 2 cube, 2 times 2 times 2, okay, which is 8, let me see, 3 times 3 times 3, 27, okay, 4 cube is 4 times 4 times 4, that is 64, okay, I think, oh sorry, okay, 4 cube is 4 times 4 times 4. So 16 times 4, which will give you a grand total of 64. So you do not include. So your set will end here. Okay? Yeah, so it's that easy. Alright? X is okay less than 60. So you do not include anything that is bigger than 60. Okay, for this one, another tip I would like to give you guys is that tip. Okay? Preferably do part 2 first. Okay, why? Why do part 2 first? Because you can immediately see whether or not 16, in this example, 16 is an element of X or not. Okay, so I'll assure you guys that please do the one in set notation first. It's a bit easier that way. Okay, let's move up. If you want need to take screenshot, you can take. Okay, it doesn't matter for me. Okay, today I'm expected to complete until number 4 for today, just for today. The next time when I record this, we will be doing the rest of it. Okay, or maybe if today we can clear, then we can clear. Yeah. Okay. So let me give you about 5 seconds. You all can take a screenshot and try if you want. Okay. So it says here that y is the set of numbers that are multiples of 3 and less than 20. Write down all the elements of the set y. So it will be y. This one is asking you for set notation, by the way. Okay, this one is testing on your English. Okay, see how logical you are. Okay, so multiples of 3 and they are less than 20. So what are the multiples of 3? The 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Okay, this will be the set notation for y. Okay, that's all. Yeah, that's it. Okay, okay, next one. Find the value of ny, means the number of y. Okay, wait, please hold on. I apologize for this. Okay, so ny will be number of y. So number of y you count. Okay, there's 6. Finish. Okay, this one just count the number of materials that you have. Okay, next one. It says here that okay, so today I only can finish until 3 for the assignment. Okay, you all try to do number 4 on your own. Okay, can? Yeah. So let me see here. Okay, so so let's go on to what example 3. Don't waste any more time. Okay, list all the animals in A and B inside notation A. So what I have to write is A equals to, okay, it says X such that, okay, this is such that, what to point to you all. This is called such that X is a positive integer that fits this. Okay, positive integer. Okay, that means is 0 a positive integer? No. Okay, 0 is neutral. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, because there's a less than or equal to, you include 5. Okay. B, same thing. Okay, such that x is a positive integer between 2 and 8. Exclusive. Exclusive means you don't include. Okay. Okay, you do not include them. So it will be, okay, so it will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's it. Okay, the next question is, are A and B equal sets? Do they have the same number? Okay, the answer is yes. Okay, why? Both sets have 5 elements each. Okay, that's all. Okay, so I'll stop at 4 for today. Okay, first question is, X is a set of numbers that are factors of 18. Factors of 18. Write down all the elements of the set X. So X equals to, okay, factors of 18 are 1. Okay, 1 times 18. 2. We have 3. 9. Okay, and 18. I think that's about it. Yeah. Okay, if you think this is not correct, please let me know also. Right? So this is the animals of the set X. Okay, okay, for this one, I also want to give you a highlight is that the tip here is, I'm not sure whether you can see, I think cannot, okay. I think you cannot see. Okay, the tip I'll give you guys is order does not matter. Okay, that means you can chapalang anyhow. Yeah. Okay, now we're going on to question 2, which is, this all the animal of the set C equals to x such that x is an integer such that 4x minus 7 lesser than x lesser than or equal to 2x plus 3. Okay, for this one, for the set C, the element such that, okay, this one will not come out in the exam, so this one you can exemplify it. Okay, this one will not come out in the exam because this one is for those taking integrated program math. Okay, only IP math. Yeah, yeah. So it won't come out. Okay, so don't do this unless you're in IP. Okay, can? Okay, so that's all for today for now. Okay, so next week I'm going to touch on Venn diagram, universal set, and complement of a set. Okay, so this is a sample of what the questions are going to look like. Okay, it's a bit laggy, but yeah, because my bandwidth here not very good, so please bear with me. Okay, if that is it, okay, thank you very much for watching. Okay, if you have any question, please let me know. I'll put my IG handle in the description. Oh, I'll put my IG handle in the description so that y'all can go and check it out. Okay, if y'all want to see more of my math videos, I think I have a few. Yeah, I think I have a few. Yeah, I'll check on that and get back to all of you. Okay, other than that, that's all for today. Okay, I wish you all the best in your one that's coming soon. Okay, but I'll try to speed this thing up. Okay, all right. Thank you and goodbye. Okay, and I'll see you all either outside or in school if you are one of my classmates. Okay, bye.